On this episode of O'Fallon Matters, see how your daily commute will change in the future, learn about O'Fallon's historical significance, and meet up with a little girl who is raising money for a special cause, one cup at a time. All this and more next on O'Fallon Matters. Welcome to this episode of O'Fallon Matters. The city of O'Fallon is now one step closer to making the dream of its new Justice Center a reality. The first step was a groundbreaking ceremony on site. Joe Meyer has the highlights from that day.
With a strong reputation as a community where residents can truly live, work, and play, O'Fallon, Missouri is the 7th largest city in the state of Missouri and the 2nd largest city in the St. Louis metropolitan area. O'Fallon has been consistently rated as one of America's best places to live and one of America's safest cities. And when O'Fallon voters passed Proposition 1 in April of 2015, the city's elected officials and staff immediately began the process of making the dream of a new Justice Center a reality. The city of O'Fallon started this journey when elected officials and residents gathered together for a historical groundbreaking ceremony on site.
This is a great day for our city, and it comes not a moment too soon. I say that because the newest U.S. Census Bureau figures that the city's population has grown to more than 85,000 people.
When O'Fallon's new Justice Center opens next year, our police department will move into a fantastic new facility that will provide us with an enhanced capacity to support our law enforcement efforts.
As you know, thanks to the dedicated men and women of the O'Fallon Police Department, our city has made a name for itself as one of the safest cities in America. And our new Justice Center is going to help us keep that reputation and continue keeping our residents safe.
Now, on behalf of the entire O'Fallon Police Department, I'd like to thank the city's voters. They came out and supported us financially by voting to approve this new state-of-the-art facility for our community. You gave us your support. You gave us your trust. And we're proud to say that because of that faith you placed in us, we will be able to support, protect, and serve you, the generous citizens of this outstanding community, for decades to come.
After the eloquent speeches were made, elected officials, along with representatives from McCarthy and Wilson Estes police architects, gathered together for the ceremonial groundbreaking.
1, 2, 3.
Located on Bryan Road, south of Veterans Memorial Parkway, the new 80,000 plus square foot Justice Center will house a police station and a municipal court with secure underground parking for police vehicles. This leading-edge facility is designed to meet the needs of a modern police force while enabling the city of O'Fallon to continue providing the highest level of service to the community. And completion of the new Justice Center is scheduled for the fall of 2017. For more information on O'Fallon's Justice Center and construction updates, you can go to www.o'fallon.mo.us/pd.
When this next project is complete, you'll find your daily commute may have changed dramatically, but you'll also find it easier to get around town. We caught up with Assistant City Engineer Jeff Schufer, who filled us in on the I70 Traffic Flow Improvement Project.
Big improvements are coming to Interstate 70 and its outer roads and interchanges. And if your daily commute is affected by the general congestion and rush hour traffic, you're going to be pretty excited by what our engineers have in mind. Imagine being able to flow on and off the highway without hitting a traffic light, When the traffic flow improvements project is complete, you won't have to imagine it any longer, and congestion at Highway K will soon be a thing of the past. The I70 Traffic Flow Improvements project will bring one-way outer roads to Interstate 70 between T.R. Hughes Boulevard and Highway K. And this project will help to alleviate the traffic problems between these two exits.
The need has been there for many years. Both the population growth and expansion, it has only continued to push and justify the need to do a one-way outer road system. The current interchanges right now, you can't expand them. There's a lot of physical restrictions there with the girders and the beams, and you just can't add extra lanes. So with the one-way outer road system, you can get the cars off the highway well in advance of those interchanges, at which point the traffic can get on the local roads quicker, faster, and then they can spread out rather than just send everybody to those interchanges.
Some of the key features of this project include slip ramps that allow motorists to merge on and off the highway without coming to a stop at an interchange. This allows traffic to flow more easily and eliminates congestion at typical stops like the Highway K exit. We're also adding a Texas U-turn at Highway K, which allows traffic to flow from the westbound outer road to the eastbound outer road without hitting a stoplight. From there, traffic can continue on and even merge back onto Interstate 70 to get where they need to go. But that's not the end of the improvements coming to O'Fallon.
Along with the outer road project, we're building a brand new south outer road all the way from Highway K to Bellevue Creek. There is no south outer road there right now. So that's a perfect economic development opportunity for them to have highway frontage and a driveway and quick access on and off the highway. So there's opportunity there. There's a couple of large undeveloped properties or vacant properties that will have full access to this new outer road.
This timely traffic improvement project will ensure our city's growth potential for years to come.
One of the points of this project that we've explored a long time ago was if you get the traffic out of the congested interchange points, you get that traffic on the outer roads, well, now you're putting more traffic in front of the businesses that reside along the outer roads there, so it can be for economic development purposes. And it'll also help just get the volume of traffic away from those single traffic signals that are just backing up and take forever to get through. By spreading people out, you actually kind of get all the congestion down and make it more appealing for the motorists.
This project is fully funded with a combination of city, county, MoDOT, and federal dollars from the East-West Gateway. The Missouri Department of Transportation is currently acquiring right-of-way and easements from property owners, and we're planning on bidding out the construction of this project in the fall of 2017. To follow along with the progress of this project, head online to the city's website at www.offallon.mo.us/I70.
The Main Street water main is due for some significant upgrades. Let's find out how city staff is tackling the issue.
The City of O'Fallon Water Department has an existing water main that runs under Main Street, and over the last few years, there have been multiple water main breaks in this area and elsewhere in the city. Water main breaks cause disruptions in service, lane closures for the repairs to the water main and street, and sometimes boil advisories.
We average about a main break a week in the city, and of those, a good part of those actually occur on Main Street itself. And of course, there's a lot of businesses on Main Street that count on water as part of their business, like a restaurant. But even if that's not the case, I think all of our customers deserve reliable water. That water main has just been there long enough that it's worn out.
The cause of the water main breaks is due to the age of the pipes and also the velocity of the water as the demand has increased over the years while the city continued to grow and develop. The water main under Main Street was installed over 60 years ago and is in need of significant upgrades. Ultimately, our goal is to ensure this pipe can handle the increased flows throughout the main corridor of the city, ensuring more reliable, uninterrupted water service throughout all of North O'Fallon.
It costs us to make and to transport every gallon of water that we make and transport. When we have a break, we get to it as fast as we can, but we lose millions of gallons of water every year through these breaks. So by doing these repairs, we'll be able to avoid that water loss.
The City of O'Fallon Water Department is dedicated to providing high-quality, reliable drinking water to our customers. Upgrading the water main on Main Street will help us accomplish this goal. The city has approved a project to begin engineering from Pittman Street to Tom Ginnever Avenue, and we already have retained the services of an engineering firm to design the project. This is the first step in what will likely be a multi-year project.
The firm we are working with in this design project is Woodard & Kern. They're about an 850-member engineering, science, and operations firm nationwide. They've done quite a few projects with the city in the past, and they've just recently completed the water treatment plant facility and the water distribution facility plans last year. They have a great understanding of what our needs are, where they are, and how to move forward with that.
The project design is scheduled to be completed during 2016, with construction planned for 2017 and potentially 2018. City staff will work with the engineers to coordinate staging of the project when the design is well underway. Our goal is to complete this project with the least amount of disruption possible to your business operations.
If there's any easements that we need to get, we will do that, and then hopefully early next year we will go out to bid with the project. At that point in time, we'll select the contractor and we'll begin construction. We'll also hold another open house before construction begins.
To stay updated on this project, you can go to www.ofallon.mo.us/city-projects.
So in the future, hopefully over the next 20, 30, 50 years, you're not going to see anything anymore. So you should be able to turn on your tap, not have an interruption in service, flush your toilet, not have an interruption in service, and not have to worry about delays on Main Street, road closures, or issues with people coming in and out of the businesses.
It's time for a break. When we come back, we'll get a history lesson on O'Fallon's past. Then we'll discover O'Fallon's new online permitting portal. Stay with us. You're watching O'Fallon Matters.
Wait, should I lock my car? I mean, it would just take a second. But if I locked it, then I'd have to unlock it when I came back, and that becomes a whole thing. It'd take like 4 whole seconds to fish my car keys out, and who's got time for that? And what if my hands were full? What if it's raining? What if I'm in a hurry? Nah, I won't bother. What's the worst that can happen?
Thieves are on the lookout for unlocked cars in O'Fallon, and when you forget to lock your door, they can help themselves to your stuff right behind your back. So if you'd like to keep your personal belongings right where you left them, remember to lock it or risk losing it.
Welcome back to O'Fallon Matters. A local student has raised thousands of dollars for a charity close to her heart. And more impressively, she's only in the 3rd grade. Let's head out over to the Avondale Heights subdivision to visit a special lemonade stand.
On a hot summer day, nothing tastes better than a cup of freshly made lemonade. And O'Fallon native Ella Matea is serving up cup after delicious cup at her lemonade stand, all to benefit a cause that she believes in. This Pheasant Point Elementary School student knew she wanted to give back to her community, but it took real determination to make Ella's Fearless Heroes lemonade stand a reality.
I asked my mom to have lemonade and she said no. And I asked her again and she said no. And I asked her again and then she said, Mom, I have a plan. The 3 things I wanted to help were the soldier, the poor, or the policeman.
So we researched it together and we found the Missouri Memorial Monument Foundation, in which we decided to do a lemonade stand for.
The first day I raised $100, then went higher and higher and higher to $3,000.
you see people come to the lemonade stand and smiling and getting together and just coming together for a common cause in which you just feel good about. So I couldn't be more proud of Ella, but I couldn't be more proud of our community on how they have come together.
$3,000 is a lot for a third grader to raise, but this year, Ella plans on tripling that amount. She hopes to raise $9,000, and 100% of the donations she collects will go toward the Missouri Military Memorial Foundation's planned monument at Jefferson Barracks. This monument will honor the Missouri servicemen and women who were killed in action during Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, Desert Storm, and Desert Shield. These are the fearless heroes Ella named her stand after, including a family friend who gave his life in Afghanistan. Since the stand opened, thousands of people have stopped by to grab a cup of lemonade, sample the treats on display, and help out Ella's cause. The first time we stopped by Ella's lemonade stand, she had already raised over $3,000. A few days later, she had raised over $5,000, and the donations keep coming in online and by PayPal too. It seems the whole community has come together to help Ella's cause.
It just brightens my heart. I mean, for her to do this and with this cause, it's just, to me, it's amazing for such a young lady, and I hope she reaches her goal. I'm positive she'll reach her goal. And it's a great thing to see the youth of the community come out and support her.
People are volunteering to work at the lemonade stand. People are just donating money to the MMMF through the PayPal account, or they're sending them in to us. So we could not do this if it was not for the community helping us out.
Each summer, Ella will be running her lemonade stand until the memorial is complete at Jefferson Barracks. If you'd like to help out now, check them out online at facebook.com/Ella's Lemonade. Once there, you can get more info about Ella's progress and find out how to donate to this worthy cause. Either way, you'll be helping Ella reach her goal and supporting a great military veterans organization as well.
We welcome anybody to come out and help and just make a difference for this organization, because truly what we are doing is helping our soldiers and helping these families, just to show we care for what they have done for us.
O'Fallon's past is rich with stories and important figures that make us what we are today. Let's learn more about O'Fallon's early history.
Nestled on top of a grassy hill in Fort Zumwalt Park is a beautiful brick home that was once referred to as Stony Point and built around 1886 by Darius Heald, a prosperous plantation owner, a former Missouri legislator, and a community leader who gave land for the Methodist Church and who helped establish the Woodlawn Institute for the education of young women. On this episode of O'Fallon Matters, we'll find out more about O'Fallon's distant past by rewinding back to the life of Darius Heald. Born in 1822, Darius Heald was raised in Jacob Zumwalt's log house. He married and widowed twice, and all 8 of his children were born there. Commonly called the fort, the log house stood downhill of the location of his newly constructed 2-story brick house. Darius's wives, who were cousins, had been cultured women from privileged families in Virginia. He and his first wife, Carolyn V. Campbell Heald, had 3 children, Mary, Nathan, and John. He and his second wife, Martha A. Maddie Hunter Heald, had 5 daughters, Lillian, Edmonia, Rebecca, Martha, and Francis. By the time Darius moved into his new brick house at the age of 64, his Stony Point plantation had grown to more than 1,000 acres. The farm produced wheat, oats, rye, hay, wool, honey, butter, and also livestock. And in the tradition of the Old South, Darius earned a reputation for extending hospitality. No traveler was turned from his door unfed. He won prizes for exhibiting fine horses, and he was reputed to be a great hunter and a fine shot. When he served in the Missouri legislature, he successfully introduced the first state law for the protection of game. Darius Heald died on November 24, 1904, after a brief illness. He was 82 years old. The funeral was held at Stony Point Plantation, and he was buried in the family cemetery on the grounds. In 1916 and 17, the house was sold out of the family. Darius and other family members' remains were exhumed and reburied in Mount Zion Cemetery located in O'Fallon. In 1978, the city of O'Fallon purchased both the historic Heald home and park property on which it stood for $1 from the Missouri Department of Natural Resources. Then, in 2001, the city restored the Heald home, maintaining the original interior woodwork and reopening the fireplaces throughout the house. Since then, the Heald home has served as one of the city's historic attractions.
The Heald home is a nice representation of the history of O'Fallon, where O'Fallon came from. It really makes you realize that there is a beginning to O'Fallon, not just the boom of O'Fallon that most people will remember for today.
The Heald home is open for tours, and you don't want to miss out on getting a look at this historic O'Fallon gem.
The Heald home will be open for tours on a regular basis. We have changed the structure of that just slightly. There is now a touring season, and that season is May through September, and it's on the second and the fourth Sunday of each month. It's open from noon until 3 o'clock during those time frames.
If you would like more information on the Heald home, you can call 636-379-5614 and keep watching future episodes of O'Fallon Matters to learn about our past, because knowing where we came from can help us create a better future.
Getting a permit in the city of O'Fallon is now easier than ever. All you have to do is sign up online.
The city of O'Fallon has experienced an increase in permit requests in the last few years, and chances are that you may be planning to make upgrades to your home. It's important to remember that you'll likely need to get a permit through the city of O'Fallon.
You need to obtain a permit for any new construction, additions, remodels, basement finishes, pools, decks, pretty much any structure that's built or altered or repaired you need a permit for. Some of the common things that you don't need a permit for are replacing flooring, painting, roofing, and other minor cosmetic issues such as that.
Approval of plans and inspection of work being done helps ensure that your home improvement projects meet minimum code requirements while improving your property. And getting a permit is now easier than ever. After much thought and planning, the city of O'Fallon has come up with a new process that makes getting a permit efficient for residents, businesses, and staff.
So we've launched the OFallon Permitting, Licensing, and Enforcement Portal, or as we call OPAL, O-P-L-E, to allow citizens to be able to make applications for building permits, development permits, different engineering permits, business licensing, and in the future, liquor licensing. They'll be able to apply online, make payments, schedule inspections, and essentially conduct all their business online. The new OPAL software is a win-win for everybody. It's a win for the city because it reduces our time that we need to spend on projects. It's a win for citizens and contractors and business owners because they'll be able to conduct their business online. It provides transparency and up-to-date information and allows them to make payments, which equates to fewer trips to City Hall.
Finding and navigating this online process takes no time at all.
You always have to have a username and login if you want to follow up on your cases. So if you were going to submit a code enforcement complaint, you could do it anonymously, but it still needs some sort of login so that we can register and make sure that it's a valid complaint. For contractors, they have to have a username and login so that they can get online and search for their projects and be able to make payments. You can go to several places on the City of O'Fallon website to find this information. You can go under the engineering section, building, planning, and code enforcement.
We'll keep you up to date on any changes to OPAL on future episodes of O'Fallon Matters. And in the meantime, if you need help with this online system, you can email Jared Agee directly at jag@ofallon.mo.us.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have a good story idea, let us know. You can email us at OFallonTV@ofallon.mo.us. And please remember, give back to your community, because O'Fallon matters to all of us.